Hi, I'm Stan. I'm an entrepreneur, just like you. I manage a small factory that produces and sells snowmen. We produce snowmen of all sizes and from various materials. As most managers, I'm in a constant need of efficient and on-time analysis of my professional activities. Right now, for instance, I'm viewing the annual report and can't get it. Why does the profit fall while sales grow? If I had a staff of analysts, I would have told them, find out. I have to know the reason. But I can't afford a staff of analysts at the moment. And actually, I don't really need it, because I have a simpler way. I'll just ask FRiSgo. What's going on with my income? Here is the answer. As we can see from the search results, there is no univocal answer that could be applied to all 176 facts that are contained in my database. However, FRiSgo managed to highlight several major segments, building its own model of statistics for each. Let's see. The largest segment with more than a half of total database facts is the one with unit sales in the average price range. Moreover, it is the winter sales of snowmen made of snow, which explains the relatively low cost of the products. In order to find out the contribution of income each of these segments bring into the gross profit, I need to make adjustments to my search by adding sort by total profit. Voila! Just as I thought, the largest segment turns out to be the most profitable one. But here's what's interesting. A much smaller segment of sales with premium snowmen turns out to be the second largest in profit. Now, let's take a closer look at each segment in detail. I'll start with reviewing the profit diagram of the first segment. To do so, I'll click on the first search result. Then I'll click Profit. The diagram reveals the profit dynamics for the selected segment of data for analysis period. Just as expected, the sales of snowmen made of snow have a seasonal character. This becomes even more obvious when we reduce the timescale. It is clear that profitability of this particular segment steadily grows each year. It looks like the customers are getting used to buying such winter decorations for their front yard. It appears that this segment is okay. Now let's get back to our initial search results to carry on with our investigation. Let's look at the second segment. If we study closely the profit dynamics of this segment, we can see the positive nature of its dynamics up until the summer period of 2012. Let's ask FRiSgo about these sharp changes. What are the exact reasons that differ the year of 2013, starting from the summer season, from the previous period? As we can see from the results, besides switching to the new version, there are noticeably lower amounts of phone calls, and the reason for that is that the Snow Queen promotion has ended. It turns out that this loyalty program was the key to reaching the premium segment of selling snowmen. Okay, it's certain now. Let's move on to the next segment. This segment shows a steady tendency or trend in decreasing the profit. If we consider that the factors that make up each of the shown models are shown in the order of diminishing value, it becomes clear that the key characteristic that influenced the profit dynamics in this segment is the number of returns. Let's take a look at what were the exact reasons for such a high rate of returns in this period. For that, we just need to rephrase our request, now sorting it by returns. I already know that this parameter correlates well with the profit, so I'll exclude it from my list of possible causes right away. The answer becomes quite obvious as it starts to peek through the little variability of the models found through search. The thing is in switching to another supplier that provides materials for heat-resistant snowmen. That is, switching to materials provided by the Plastic Fantastic company. Now let's take a closer look at the best model found. The most valuable characteristic of the rate of returns is the percentage of the material used for production supplied by Plastic Fantastic. Let's open the diagram of this value. It confirms that the more we use the Plastic Fantastic materials, the higher the rates of returns. But what's wrong with this supplier? There's no need for panic. To get the answers, we just need to ask FRiSgo to compare data we have on Plastic Fantastic with the data on other suppliers that I used to work with before. Even a once-over look at the results reveals the significant differences of the new material. Its price is cheaper. Now it comes back to me as to why we switched to this supplier. It differs by the technology of its use. Higher foaming temperature as well as the curing time, which takes the most time of production, is shortened by 6 times. Well, it appears that plastic fantastic is a wonderful material if we want to cut the costs down. But there is one but. The quality of the end product is terrible. It's all clear now. We are renewing our contract with the previous supplier and continuing with the Snow Cream promotion. Okay, and now it's time to make money. Good luck with your business.
FRiSgo, data analysis for everyone.